Sunday, June 16th, 2013. Welcome back to another edition of the Jericho Report Weekly News Briefing. First link below will take you to the Blogspot where all of these links will be posted. Majority of my primary news this week has to do with Edward Snowden, so I apologize. I've just really been following this stuff closely. First link here. Senator Dianne Frankenstein says Snowden committed treason. Really? You know who Dianne Frankenstein is. Well, that's Count Chocula's wife, and she wants your guns. She wants your guns. But Snowden committed treason. Okay, I'll put a link to this from Mediaite, ITE. Second link will be to ABC News. House Speaker John Boehner says NSA leaker is a traitor, and you're not, Mr. Boehner. From the Mail Online, we have intelligence officials overheard joking about how NSA leakers should be disappeared. Disappeared? I really hope nothing happens to that man. It's my opinion he's the real deal. But I'll put a link to this. Let's see. Fourth link. Icelandic legislator. I'm ready to help NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden seek asylum. Right on. Shout out to Iceland. I like your style. Let's see here. From the Examiner. Ron Paul says, I'm worried that he will be killed by a drone. You and me both. And to follow that up, we have a link from the Daily Caller. NSA whistleblower donated to Ron Paul's presidential campaign. Right on. Nothing wrong with that. From the Los Angeles Times, ACLU sues Obama administration over NSA surveillance. Not sure that'll go anywhere. Fallout from latest Hawaii spy scandal. Speaking of spy scandals, high-ranking Army intelligence officer accused of spying, blah, blah, blah. Put a link to this from Hawaii News Now. More of the same. CIA's deputy director to be replaced with White House lawyer. They all know each other, you know. This from the Washington Post. From WND, we have military told not to read Obama scandal news. Yeah, I can't have your troops thinking the commander-in-chief might not be valid. Don't disregard all that. Don't read any of that nonsense. Another one from WND. It begins major demand to impeach Obama. Do you think Obama will be impeached? Do you think it will even be attempted? Come on. That's the New World Order's boy. Has anything happened to, I almost said Rahm Emanuel. Well, he's mayor now. Gun runner, Eric Holder. Anything happened to him? Nah. That's Obama's boy. So, you know, Obama going to be impeached? I'm guessing not. But I'll put a link to this from WND. Glenn Beck has news that will rock the nation, change everything. Has he come out with this news yet? I don't follow Glenn Beck. Somebody sent me this link, though. Becky, if you got something to say, say it. Come on now. Have us all in suspense. And Iran picks new president, bids adieu to I'm a dinner jacket. Well, I'm a dinner jacket. We did agree that 9/11 was an inside job. I don't know what the new president has in store when it comes to the United States, but, you know, should be an interesting summer to say the least. Let me see. Financial news. Dow falls 100. Stocks closed down 1% for the week. Man, the Dow was up and down, up and down, up and down. I saw Japan. The Nikkei took a hit as well. I don't have those numbers, though. But I'll put a link to this from CNBC regarding the Dow. Up and down all around. An average Google intern earns $5,000 a month. This from Hawaii News Now. San Francisco interns are known for making little to no money, but interns at Google make $5,000 a month. Anybody want to go be an intern at Google? They're paying. Let's see here. New World Order and Police State News. Give me 1 second. This is the most ridiculous story I heard all week. New electronic license plates could be controlled by the DMV and law enforcement agencies. Imagine having an LCD license plate. Okay, it's got your license plate number, but what if they wanted to put out an Amber Alert or anything? They just have control. They can, let's say your insurance expires today. Well, they can put on your license plate, this driver is uninsured. Yeah, check out this story. Electronic license plates they're trying to push for. Now, I believe they're going to try a pilot program. I forget which state, but Huffington Post, they got the story. Imagine that. LCD license plate. I got one to follow that up. Government wants all cars to track driver behavior, seatbelt usage, and more. Seems like we've been down this road before, haven't we? One step closer to an ultra-controlled society. Go back and watch the documentary Endgame. Go back and watch just the first 5 minutes of the documentary Endgame. That's what we're moving more towards every day, and we all know it. But I'll put a link to this from naturalnews.com. And if you like that, you'll like this. Smart meters are massive surveillance technology. If you don't know about smart meters, a lot of my subscribers are already aware of smart meters, but here's an interesting article if you're not. From RT, Occupy Spy Base, UK activists cry espionage over US surveillance center. Right on, RT's got a video on that. I stand united with you. FDA approves, be advised, more vaccinations coming out. FDA approves first GMO flu vaccine containing reprogrammed insect virus. How does that sound? Make you want to go out and get the vaccine? Before you do that, check out the next link. Flu vaccine. Scientist from Johns Hopkins provides rest of the story. Anybody remember the name Desiree Jennings? I believe that was her name, the cheerleader. Heartbreaking story. Google that name if you don't know it. Let's see. Why were roadblocks in St. Clair and Bibb counties asking for blood and DNA samples this weekend? Why indeed? This is out of Alabama. Oh, they recently ruled that they can take your DNA when you're arrested. I don't have a link on that, but a lot of you guys are already aware of that. Google it if you don't know what I'm talking about. Your DNA is just like your fingerprint, right? Same thing, just better technology, right? You don't mind, do you? I got a story here out of Hawaii News Now. Apparently a man was beaten to death by the cops. The coroner is going to rule his death a homicide. Cops beat him to death. Heartbreaking story here. My blood pressure shot up when I heard this. Officer cleared after shooting litter of kittens in front of kids. I wonder if this guy has some sort of sick fetish that actually... Does it make you feel like a big man to shoot a bunch of kittens in front of kids, no less? Check out this from the Raw story. Which makes me want to scream. Obama campaign, let's see. Obama campaign reignites gunfight. This from the Weekly Standard. They're coming out. I wonder if we're going to have another big false flag event. You know, AR-15. Didn't we just have one out in California? I didn't really pay attention to what went on in California, to be honest with you. Like I said, I turned on the TV that day, I heard AR-15, and I turned it off. Supreme Court bans protest at Supreme Court, but not near the Supreme Court. Wait a minute, you can't protest at the Supreme Court? The Constitution of the United States slowly going away. Nobody cares. Those of us who do care can't convince people that don't care that they should care. So why do we care? I don't know. But we care, so I guess we'll keep talking. Over to World War III news. I don't have any World War III news. I'm going to send you over to F-Town's website, in-game beginning of WW3. He's got the scoop on what's going on with Syria and what's going on over there. Please check his website out. He's got updated news. Thank you for doing what you do, bro. Earth changes in 2012 news. Solar storm could leave Western nations without power for months, says report. This is from RT. Yeah, we've been talking about this, man. Solar kill shot. Look up Ed Baines, the kill shot. You guys know that. Antarctic ice melting from below finds study. Melting from below? How can the ice be melting from below? The Earth is waking up, maybe? You know, hey, a lot of theories out there. I'll put a link to this. It's pretty much all I got for Earth Changes news. I know there's been a couple earthquakes, but I did not bookmark them. I apologize. Nothing too significant, though. Strange and bizarre news. I got quite a bit of it. And I just loaded the wrong thing. Give me 1 second here. Let's see here. Strange and bizarre news. Ohio man charged with What is up with this guy who rammed into the White House to paint "Don't Tread on Me" on the lawn or whatever? You know, I'm all for activism and I'm all for, you know, speaking out against the government and screw the New World Order and all that. But you honestly think you're going to ram, you're going to drive over the White House fence and paint "Don't Tread on Me" on the lawn, and that's going to have... What do you hope to accomplish with that? Now you're probably in jail, right? I mean, are you stupid? I don't know. Maybe you were trying to make a message. Or, I'm tongue-tied when it comes to that story because I don't understand. Maybe you were trying to send a message, I should say. I apologize. I just... Not the way to go about it, in my opinion. But to each their own. Erin Barakovich charged with OUI. What's OUI? Operating a water... She was on the water? Something? Let's see. Las Vegas Boat Harbor. Aaron Brockovich operating a water vehicle under the influence. That sucks. I like Aaron Brockovich. I'll put a link to this. Let's see here. From Huff Business News. Bank employee in Germany naps on the keyboard, accidentally transfers millions. Remember that day a long time ago when somebody hit the wrong key and the Dow went down 1,000 points? I didn't believe that, and I don't believe this. But I'll put a link to it. This is the Strange and Bizarre Den, I have to remind you. HGTV. This story pissed me off. HGTV has Star-Spangled Tablecloth problem. They want to use the flag as a tablecloth. This is what we've come to. They want to use the American flag as a tablecloth. I'll put a link to it. Let's see here. From the New York Post, Hillary's sorry state of affairs. Probes into her department's sex scandals, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Something about Hillary Clinton's sex scandals, pedophilia, maybe. I don't know. Leaked footage from famous Hollywood producer claiming Obama silenced Clinton by threatening Chelsea. What? It's in the Strange and Bizarre bin. I'll put a link to it. That's all I got for this week, guys. Check my favorites for more news. I have favorited so many videos. Thank you to everybody who puts out content. Always fresh news in my favorites. Couple shout-outs. Shout out to NufffRespect. NufffRespect, a lot of you guys know that name. He's back. He is now the John Watkins channel. I will put a link to his new channel if you guys want to subscribe. Welcome back, man. Glad to see you back. And shout out to Robert Downey Jr. I think there was a kid that got upset because he wasn't dressed as Iron Man. And Robert Downey Jr. went over to the kid and like put his hand on him and, comforted him and gave him a hug or something. I don't know. It's a cool story here from Hawaii News Now. Shout out to Robert Downey Jr. I'm glad to see you're still around. Blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. I'm so tongue-tied. It's the middle of the night. I've had too much caffeine. Can you tell? And, that's all I got. If you like the report, please rate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. If you think it sucked, it's the worst of YouTube. You never want to see it again. Just please rate it. Helps me move around YouTube. I appreciate it. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, all that stuff. I'll put those links below. Pretty much all I got. I'm going to sit here for hours in video editing and try to collect my thoughts and get this video up before noon, hopefully. You guys take care. Have a good rest of the weekend. I will see you on the next one.